Herrera show. I hope you can hear me okay. Um, Let me see. Actually, I have my other phone with me. Let me see if the sound it's okay on this live. I am here in North Everett by the naval base. What an spectacular view! I wish that you were here with me. Let me see if I can get on here. I believe I can fly. Okay, okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, hey, listen. I am the first one here today. Let me put my other phone away here real quick. Tighten this baby up real quick. All right. All right. Oh, welcome back, Green Substance. Green Substance. It's the first one in here. I am at this is in North Everett. This is the naval base. Well, not this here where I am. But check this out, guys. What a phenomenal, beautiful weather we're having here in Everett, Washington. So lucky to be here. So lucky to be here. It's gorgeous. Bud Russell, how are you, my friend? Good to see you on here. We'll see how many people want to stop by here in North Everett. Some people will recognize the area where I'm at if they're local. Lisa, how are you? It's hot as hell in Florida, she says. Well, I'm going to tell you something. Right here where I am right now, it's a little cool, nice little cool breeze coming in. I'm under this gorgeous, gorgeous tree. It is fantastic. I'm so excited. Listen, it's the little things in life. The little things in life. First of all, let me take off 5 years off my face. Boom! There we go. Beautiful, handsome-looking dude. Listen, I'm gonna wait for more Patriots to come on the live, and then this inside, and then I'm gonna show you this beautiful view. I'll show you the view of the naval base here in North Everett. North Everett. Excuse me. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. To spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. All right, let's go ahead and see how many people we got in here. 8 people should be like 8 likes. We're at 38. We are live here out in the outdoors. Everett, Washington. Everett, Washington. I'm going to show you guys here in a little bit. I'm waiting for a couple of people to join in here, a couple of my members to come in here, and I am going to share with you guys this tremendous view that I have here at the naval base in North Everett. There we go, Barney. You better behave, Barney. That is, I don't know who Denise is with the SE. That used to be a co-worker that I had when I was in Hollywood, California, working for Comcast. Yeah. 9.5 years I worked for Comcast. Yeah, they were pretty sexist. Only gay people will get promoted or young girls. I had to make the rules. You know, it is what it is. It's all good. You know what? Life is funny that way. But somehow, some feminists out there, they think that pay gap inequality is unfavorable to women. But I beg to differ. I think that men are actually the ones that suffer more, especially in today's time where society believes that everybody and their mama is a victim, and therefore they create new victims on the other side. Wesley, how are you? Yeah, Comcast is a good company, man. I like Comcast. You know, I can talk shit about Comcast, but I like Comcast. I think Comcast is a good company all around. They they made the investments. When I started working for Comcast, it was back in 2000. It was back in 2000, and I remember, you know, that it was called Viacom Cable, and then it became AT&T Broadband, and then after it became AT&T Broadband, it became Comcast Cable, and they introduced the digital cable, and you know they started doing upgrades, and I remember going through all of the horrible calls, technical support, billing, etc. It was just horrible. But you know, they invested a lot of money, man. They did a lot of rebuilds in Everett, all the cities here in Washington State, well, throughout the country, right? And so I remember having all those changes happening, and you know, some people made a hate that. Let me lock my car because I don't have an eye on my car. Some people can hate Comcast and say, you know, it was a monopoly, is what they say. Always say, oh, it's a monopoly. And I always said, listen, if you have the money, if you have the millions of dollars that they are investing in, you know, installing fiber cable, upgrading areas, rebuild all this and that, then go ahead. That's how it works. If you have the means to do something, do it. Nobody should stop you. It's a free country. It is a capitalist free country. Anybody can do what they can do if they want it. That's what I was saying. With that being said, here, let me, before we continue ranting over here, not to give too much, propaganda for Comcast, let me go ahead and show you here. This is the naval base here in Everett, Washington. Check this out, guys. Check this out. Look at that business right there. Woo! I don't have my gimbal, so it's not going to be as wonderful, smooth, butter smooth as I want to show you, but I got the power. Look at that. And then over there towards the right, of course, is the marina. Beautiful. We're going to zoom in on, look at that. They got their own soccer field. Let me move this down a little bit so that you guys can see down there. Yeah. There we go. My man in the house. Good to see you, brother. Let's see if we can zoom in on there. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Look at that. This is the naval base here in North Everett. Let me see. I'm going to have to move this back up. This is America. Yeah. The great old USA. Let me see if I can zoom in more. Is that it? Is that all I got? Let me see. Zoom out. Oh yeah, I think that was it. All right, there you go. I don't know if anybody can see that ship over there, but I don't know what it's called. But yeah, this is the Everett Naval Base, and of course, other areas. But Everett, Washington. Welcome to the Dennis Herrera Show. I know, you know, this is privileges that I will give to my members only. But my members, they have this crazy idea that everything I do for my members, anybody else can enjoy. And that's why I love them very much. Look at that naval base, man, with the soccer field, bro. Now you guys can see it. That's there's gonna be, let me see. There is a entrance on this side right there. right over there. But that's not the main entrance, is it? Let me see. No, that's not the main entrance. The main entrance is being blocked by a bush. See if you can enjoy that beautiful look of the Everett Marina. The great blue herons are towards that direction over there. Can't see it from here because the tree's there. But trust me, they are there. Hi, how are you? All right, enough of that beautiful view. You guys came here to join the Dennis Herrera show. Let's see. Isaiah, I love that name. I love that name. How are you doing, my friend? Don't let these parts bother you because that place is so beautiful. I don't know what they're saying. I haven't been looking at comments until I just read your comment. Oh man, I had to go pick up my wife earlier. That's why I didn't continue my live in my home studio. But you know what? It worked out better. I didn't know how much cooler it will be. It will be here. Here we go. Let's get some retouch on that. Yeah. Hopefully, the wind is not, making too much noise there for you guys. Hey, Daniel, how are you? Welcome to the Dennis Herrera Show. This is one of those things that belongs only to my members. But I always ask my members, if it's okay to make it public, and they all like to share. Yeah. Man, it's gorgeous out here. You guys have no idea. Summertime is phenomenal here in Washington State. One of the things that I always talk to people about is, listen, you got to take care of your state, man. It starts with your house, and then the community, and then you go with the city, and then the county, and then the whole state. Just it's like a domino effect of fantastic people taking care of their country. That's how it works. That's how it should work. And that's my mentality. I really wish that everybody worked together to keep peace and make everything beautiful. I will let you know. This is an interesting fact. And it's just talk, okay? It's just talk. You don't need to hate. You don't need to insult anybody. I'm not insulting anybody yet. But this is just talk. I said earlier, now this is interesting. Look it up because I don't have anything to, look up stuff. But, hello. But I made a comment earlier and I said that, the problems in our country, it's really being caused by 5 to 10% of the population of our country. And the thing about it is that I heard that about 10%, listen to this, about 10% of the United States population, it's under an IQ of 90. Low IQ. I find that interesting. I find that interesting because all of the people that seem to have a problem with America being free, with America being prosperous, with America, being this great nation, seems to fall under that 10%. You know what I mean? And that makes total sense. Jason Martin, how are you? Good to see you on here, I think. Only because man said that. I don't know if Jason Martin is in the house. My Vietnamese American general, soldier, great military vet. Happy to have all you vets on my side. You know that? I appreciate you guys. Yeah, it was just an interesting fact. And I was just like, wait a minute. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. And you know what the thing is with this low IQ? There's a train going by. Sorry about that. this whole thing about low IQ is, I think one of the things in their low IQ is that they don't read, or I guess something like they can't interpret what they read that well. And I felt like low IQ because I hate reading. I read because I have to, but it's not because I love to read. I don't love to read. I hate reading. It's boring. It puts me to sleep. I don't know why. Even if I want to read something, I hate it. I had to really be curious. Like, for example, if somebody said, "Hey, Dennis, read this book. Read this book. And this is a great science fiction book, and this and that," and I'll fall asleep. I'll fall asleep reading it. But if it says, "Hey, listen, read the Barbary Wars. Yeah, it's about, the African pirates, and it's about Thomas Jefferson, and it's about the Navy and this and the American, with defending slaves and the Africans enslaving American citizens and that." And I was like, let me read it. And then I go and read it. And I don't stop until I'm finished. Those kind of things, it's interesting. Those kind of things that I read, it's because I need to know. You know what I mean? It's not that I want to know. I need to know. I need to know. And I folded many burritos myself. I used to make 6-pack of tacos with one hand. I know people say that I got a small hands, but I used to fit 6 tacos. 6 tacos at a time in one hand. I know. Some people think that I have big hands. I think I have average hands. Average hands is what I would say. Brian Waza. There's no shame in working. Absolutely. Listen, if I get a job that pays me $25 an hour to do janitorial work, I'll do it, man. And I am going to leave you the best looking toilet seats. I am going to make sure all those bathrooms shine like they never shined before. Oh, man. I'm telling you, man. Some people get offended or embarrassed of honest living. Not me. Not me. Doesn't matter what type of work it is, what type of pay. Money talks. Money talks. But it doesn't matter what kind of work it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like you get your 8 hours. You get your money. Go home to your family. Maybe you work 9-10 hours, but then now you're talking about having some luxury dinner on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man. I used to take off my suit, roll off my sleeves, and clean the toilets in the church. I was out there, just whistling. I'm like that kind of cleaner. I'm that guy. I'm the guy that that whistles when they clean. True story. Now, there's a lot of low IQ people that you will notice on the chat when they come in sometimes. Guys, give them a break. It's just a low IQ. We got to deal with it. But anyways, Brian, if you haven't seen this, let me go ahead and show you. I am over here in North Everett at the naval base here in Everett, Washington. I want to zoom in just for you, Brian. Just a little bit. Probably won't make that much difference to you, but I need to show you. There you go. There's one ship over there at the end. Just one. I don't know what kind of ship that is, though. And this is the North Everett Naval Base. You guys obviously know all the housing over there and all that stuff. But check that out, man. They have a soccer field. I've never seen anybody play soccer there, but they have a soccer field. I don't know. Maybe the Navy people, they don't exercise outside too much. It's not a weekend, so I would expect them to be there. And that's the Everett Marina behind all those bushes that you see there. Isn't that beautiful, though? All that greenery looks beautiful. Washington State. Beautiful Washington State. Let me show you here the park where I'm at. It's right off the side of the road. And there's a big old tree right here next to me. Or behind me, I guess you can say. Try to go as low as I can so I don't make people sick. Oh, yeah. What do you think? All right, that's enough. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. So, jobs in blue or red states. I'm going to tell you something. So, I understand that jobs, the president makes jobs, sure. But jobs also depend on the leadership of those who govern their area. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, cities. Here in Everett we have, I don't hear much about the mayor of Everett, to be honest. Right? Now, it's a Democrat. That's okay. That's okay. We got an Amazon. We got Boeing Field that are here in Everett, Washington. And that has to do some sort of negotiating with the mayor and the city council and some of the people here in Everett. I mean, they're Democrats. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people are fucking retarded, and they think that I'm over here just vouching for Republicans and for Trump. I love President Trump. I voted for him. I agree with everything he's doing, and I support him 100% in everything he does. But it's not about loyalty to a party or to a man. It's about patriotism, country before party. And I'm going to tell you, the mayor in Seattle is the opposite of the mayor here in Everett, so to speak. Because, like I said, I haven't really looked much into it. Or she hasn't messed up, which is a good thing. But the mayor in Seattle, we have lost over 100,000 jobs. People don't seem to understand the damage that does to the economy. For one, these people, they're not going to stop raising taxes. They're just not. And that's a problem. You have to understand that is a problem. So I speak about it. See, I don't speak about Democrats in Everett, right? I don't speak about Democrats in Marysville. But I speak about the Democrats in Seattle. Seattle is the major city of Washington State. You know what I'm saying? So when they mess up, you can see it. But that's 100,000 plus jobs lost here in Washington State. No, you want to get a job. Stop thinking about taxing the rich. Get a job and you start paying your fair share. That's how that works. That's how that works. Now, we're making a sacrifice with my wife. We're making a sacrifice. We're losing a lot of money, in so many different areas, but then we're making a lot of money in other areas as well. See, we believe on making investments. We believe on taking chances. And we're very grateful. We are very grateful that we have a country with a capitalist system that till today, since we haven't put in these socialist Democrats, fantasy rules, communism, socialism, it's not a thing yet. We still have, some okay people, you know what I'm saying? But we're allowed to make as much money as we can. If I make the right decisions, if I come up with some great ideas to make money, I can make money. Here, let me see. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm going to get farther away from the phone here real quick. Let me see. I don't know if you guys can hear me there. I think it sounds okay, right? See, I don't know if the sound is coming from the phone or from my earphones. Yeah, I can. Okay. All right, thank you, Jason. I appreciate it. So anyways, I believe that everybody has the right for the pursuit of happiness. How do you do that? You work for it. You make sacrifices. Socialism doesn't do that. Socialism takes the reward for your sacrifice. It takes away the wealth that you have to create, not just for your family, but for somebody else that's not working here. And I think that, my friends, is not right. I don't think it's cool. I don't think it's cool that I don't work and then you're going to give me half of your wealth. How is that something that you want? Why would you want that? Remember what I asked you guys when I said, why would you allow my religion, if my religion says death to your people, if my religion allows me to rape your people, why would you allow me in your country? Well, the same thing goes for capitalism. Why would I allow communism? Why would I allow communism in this country? Why would I allow socialism in this country? Every socialist that I know of, every single one of them, when I ask, how do you create wealth? Their answer, it's always, we raise taxes. Why is that the most popular answer among socialist people? Socialist people, unfortunately, are leeches. See, they want to take advantage of somebody else's hard work. Well, I'm against that. So why would I vote for people who want to bring a system that will punish you for making wealth? Why would I allow socialism that is going to punish me for working hard? What is my incentive to work if you're just going to take my money away from me? Everybody that works hates paying taxes. If you love paying taxes, congratulations, you're the only one. I don't want to pay taxes. I don't want to pay taxes. I want to keep my money. I want to keep my money. This is why I like the guy running for governor down in California. If you're making $150,000 or less, you don't pay taxes. Imagine that. $150,000, no taxes? Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Just think about it. You make $100,000 instead of paying 14%, $14,000 in taxes. Now you get to keep it. Woo! You know what I'm saying? Not just that, but at $150,000, you got to pay about $20,000 in taxes. Now you get to keep that money. Anybody under $150,000? No taxes? Bruh. Man. You see what I'm saying? The problem with socialists is that, see, it's easy for them to say, we'll just tax the shit out of the rich people. But when the rich people don't exist, how are you going to get that money? You know, a very long time ago, I made an example of how I would make money. Well, you do that by creating more jobs. President Trump has over 22,000 employees. Can you believe that? He's paid over $35 million in taxes. Here's the thing. For people that know how to do their taxes, they're smart. And they have so many assets, so much, properties, etc., blah, 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 that they say, this is worth millions and millions of dollars. Well, these properties are costing me, right? And then you start deducting. Okay, so how much money came in to the business or to the family or whatever, to this billionaire guy? How much does it take to provide payment for the employees? Think about it. 22,000 employees. Woo! Yes, I would be surprised if some of those are not illegals. I'm telling you right now, I'd be surprised if some of those are not illegal. But if they are, quiet. Don't say anything. Let them be, man. Stop being racist. You know what I'm saying? Stop being racist. Let them be, man. Pray that they get papers. You know what I'm saying? Pray they get papers. Anyway, I don't know if he has any illegal people working for him, but that's just the other side of me. Oh, my goodness. Creating government jobs to steal more money from the people is not really creating jobs, is it? Oh, 160,000 employees by Elon Musk. 160,000 employees. What I'm going to tell you, just Boeing leaving. If Boeing leaves Washington State, which I don't think they would, maybe they will. At some point, they will just say, I had enough and fuck it, we'll go somewhere else. But I'm going to tell you, just in Boeing alone, I believe it's about 30,000 employees here in Everett. It's a lot of freaking people, man. It's a lot of people. 30,000, I believe. Imagine that in Seattle, Washington. Again, I can't say this enough. Over 100,000 people lost their jobs. Now, some statistics says that, one of the reasons for a lot of job losses is safety, crime. When you have small businesses firing the whole crew that they have hired, it adds up. When you defund the police, you're taking away the security of the people. You know what I'm saying? You can't make jobs when criminals are stealing from businesses. Illegal immigrants contribute about $100 billion and take over $300 billion in benefits back. Tell me how much money that's making. That's negative $200 billion. I want to throw some numbers out there. Let's go for it. I have made the numbers for these people. I have made the numbers for these people before. And I said, if a family of four makes $50,000 and they pay $3,200 a month, $3,200 in taxes. You say, wow, that sounds like a lot of money. It sounds like a lot of money. Let's call it a $3,000, $3,000 even. The money that they get back in return. it's about $10,000. So in reality, that illegal immigrant, that family of four that supposedly paid $3,000, they got $7,000 back. You see what I'm saying? So they didn't pay anything, because they got the $3,000 back plus another $4,000. So they didn't pay taxes. They actually took that money off of other taxpayers. That is the part of socialism that capitalism can sustain. That's how that works. Just saying. Just saying. I'm going to say it again. We lost 100,000 jobs here in Washington State. Not because of Trump, but because of Democrat incompetence in government. So go ahead and keep bitching about 20,000. That's nothing. President Trump employs 22,000 just by himself. Oh, libtards, come on. You gotta do better than that. You gotta do better than that. Yeah, I think every American is pro-immigration. Pro-immigration. Not illegal immigration. Pro-immigration. Romeo, I'm not in Mexico. I'm sorry I can't speak Spanish to you. Some of these illegal immigrants, they have such a hard time understanding English words. They haven't been able to assimilate yet. You haven't been able to assimilate yet. Oh, man. What a beautiful, gorgeous day. It's a good background today. I'm going to say that. You know, and we can go this way. Look at that. Huh? How's that? Look at that business. Yeah, let's see if I can darken my face. If I darken my face, you don't get to see me, but you get to see the islands back there behind me. Yeah, you know, it's a phone. What can I say? You know, maybe if I would have brought my little light, I didn't think I was going to do this, but it is what it is. It's okay. It's okay. We'll just go ahead and do it this way. Anyways, either way, it's still a good background, I think. There's some beautiful plants out here. And of course, look at that. Having that that back wall. That's it right there. Look at that, huh? How about that business right there? Yeah. Maybe I take a picture of it and then I can put this in the background on my lives. I think people will like that. Oh man, it's good to have fun. It's good to have fun. I show you the trees so you wouldn't be so disappointed and looking at me too much. Minnesota lost 97,000 jobs. That's some Democrat doing right there. You know what I wish that I hear from our people on the left? I wish that they would acknowledge that the leaders of the past lost us millions of jobs, lost us many manufacturers. You know what I hate about the socialist Democrats? They keep lying to our senior citizens that the Republicans are stealing their money when it's them that is raising the shit out of their taxes, making their living even more unaffordable. Somehow they blame it on Trump. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. You gotta have the wobble head, you know what I'm saying? You never know. I'm gonna tell you, you guys already know. You guys already know I'm always trapped. And I never want to pull out my gun to shoot anybody, but I will. And I'm gonna say I might have some satisfaction shooting somebody. I don't know. Just saying. I'm just saying. Don't faffle. Don't faffle. Okay. Don't faffle. Ah, man, I don't know how old this tree is, to be honest. There should be a placard here that should say how old it is. That's some beautiful bark on it. And it has a lot of branches that I feel like you can just climb the tree and you can chill up there for sure. Anyways, I wish that they would say, our leaders before, not the Democrats, not Republicans, our leaders before this administration have gotten rid of millions of jobs, got rid of all of our manufacturings, blah, blah, blah. I wish that they would say, I know it's tough for Trump. He has to deal with the Iranian war. He has to deal with these terrorists that other leaders were not brave enough to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Pamela, how are you, sis? Good to see you on here. I wish that they would acknowledge those things. And as I said before, stop with the Trump derangement, okay? Listen, talk to me without hating Trump, and then I will believe that you are serious about knowing the truth in our country. But until you stop being delirious, and until you stop hating Trump, we will never be able to have a good conversation. We will never be able to put our heads together and say, hey, I don't care who the man in the office is. What I care is for results. And as I was telling you earlier, before I was interrupted by the wife, it's that our enemies are right here in our country. Right here in our country. Who is our enemies? Actually, you know what, guys? Let me flip this phone real quick. Let me flip it this way. And let's see how that looks. Let me see. Hold on. I got to wait for my phone to refresh here. Hold on. All right, okay. I think that's okay. See, that way you guys can see the USA the right way. You see how nice I am? You see how I try to please you guys? So anyways, why do I say that our enemies are right here? Because what I was saying earlier on the live, right, when I was in my home studio, what I was telling you was that when we had our tariffs going on, we have countries coming from all over to make some deals. When we had Iran about to make a deal with us, Democrats went out there and started fighting President Trump. That tells our enemies that we are divided. That tells our enemies that we are weak. So we have domestic enemies. Now, they're not terrorists. They're not truly enemies that we can hate. I want you to understand that. I myself, I am my own enemy, right? I am my worst nightmare or my best friend. That's how I can put it. So Democrats per se, they're not really our enemies that we should go and fight, but they really are our enemies because they're letting, foreign government doubt our resolve. I think that Democrats are so important for us, but they need to work with us, not against us. They need to work with us, not against us. They want to claim this great democracy that they fight, they say. Okay, we use democracy. We won with President Trump. We need you to fall in line. Because if you don't fall in line, then what the hell is the point of voting for our president? We believe Biden stole the election, but shit, he was still the president. I made fun of Biden But I didn't go on the street and protest everything he did. No. That's something that we internally, we can make fun of here internally. But we don't tell our enemies. And there's far right and there's far left. Don't think that because you're on the right, you are innocent. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I would like to think that I am an honest man, an honest person. Well, I didn't wait patiently for 4 years. I waited impatiently for 4 years. But I think it's only right that the left, even though we were not happy, we still work with the Democrats. It is what it is. We still work with them. The majority of Republicans, partisan, because the administration had won. Yeah, some things we'll argue about, but for the most part, they work together. President Biden says something nice about America, Republicans clap. Because it's not about the hate for the president. It's about the love for the American people. You see the difference? That's a big difference. So we're supposed to have 4 years. Then let us have the 4 years. Shut up. Get out of the way. You're helping the enemies. Why? Well, previous leaders from the past, they got rid of our manufacturers. It didn't help us. It helped them. All of these politicians, Congress and Senate, etc., they are millionaires today. Why? Why are they millionaires? And for some of the Democrats that, complain that millionaires, well, they're rich and they should pay the fair share, you should worry about how they became millionaires. Nancy Pelosi supposedly loves you so much. What did she do? She had insider trading allow her husband to be 300% accurate. How the hell does that happen? Nobody in history. So I hope you understand where I'm coming from. So again, it took many, many years, a couple of decades, to get rid of all these manufacturing jobs out of here. This whole Green New Deal scam, I believe that we should not throw trash in nature. I believe we should keep our streets clean so that the sewers don't get all backed up with a bunch of garbage. I believe we should take care of our natural habitat. I believe that we should have some protected areas, some protected marine life, the coral reefs, etc. I believe on that. I like some regulation. I like to be able to make sure that we have rules and regulations to make sure that the world is being taken care of. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just common sense. But the idea that we as humans are able to change climate, the idea that we can control climate change, it's beyond me. What makes you think that we are God? We're not God. And you're putting $1 trillion plus, over $1 trillion into something that we have no control over. And they can't give us any data. They can't give us any data. They said that we were supposed to have, the end of the world should have happened this year. They said there would be no Americans by 2026. Can you believe that? Well, here we are. Billions of people on this earth. There will be no humans by today. Trust the science. Accept the science that goes against what we tell them to say. Oh boy. You see what I'm saying? You have to allow President Trump to do his job. You have to. I wish there was a little bench on the shade so I can sit on it. You got to be able to say, we're going to give Trump his 4 years. We're going to give him full support. I mean, how bad can it be to put America first for 4 years? We've had Democrats in Washington State for 40 years. 40 years. 40 years. Can you believe that? Tell me, how is it, quick question, how is it, you can hate Trump, that's okay, you can hate Trump. How is it that 40 years of Democrat leadership here in Washington State has made Washington unaffordable? 4 decades. 4 decades of Democrat leadership. Interesting, isn't it? I want to see if you guys actually answer some of these questions. I want to see if you guys actually have some common sense. I know I'm asking a lot, but I believe in you. I believe that you can make a change. I know, as hard as that is to believe. I know, I get it. You don't know what I'm looking at. There is some blackberries out here, but there's not a safe spot where I can grab some. Right here behind me, just so you know, right here, that right there is just a cliff straight down. Okay, right where these bushes are. Don't think that there is land. There's no land right there. This is just a straight drop. Anyways, that's what I'm looking at. So I say this, man, it's only been a year and a half. Give Trump his 4 years. You gave other leaders 2 decades to destroy our economy. You gave other leaders 2 decades to get rid of all manufacturing. You gave other leaders 2 decades to get rid of all these jobs that we can do here in America. Remember back in the days? Made in America. They're proud. Such a pride in the commercials. American made. Now, Timu Obama. Everything people say, Timu. Nobody says made in America. Nobody has pride in it anymore. Well, what I mean, nobody. What I mean is the libtards. Us American patriots, we still have a lot of pride in made in America. You know what's crazy? I wish that these guys would learn from their own teaching. For example, when you see your kid bring you, I agree, I do need a haircut. I need to cut my mohawk again. When you see your kid bringing you some ugly ass drawing, and you know somebody can do better. When your kid brings you some ugly ass drawing, the first thing you say is, "Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Good job. Great effort." You know what I'm saying? Good job. I wish that you would do the same with America. How about you grab a product made in America, like this beautiful hat that I have, and say, American made. Why can we say that? You know why? Because in reality, you want products that are cheap. And you forget every little moral sense that you have. And you don't care that African people are dying making the batteries for the phones that we're using today. You don't care that the Chinese children are being exploited to make the clothes that you wear today. You don't care. As long as you're making money, as long as you can turn a blind eye, as long as you can say, I didn't know, you can't play that bullshit card anymore. You know what's happening. You know exactly what's happening. You know the difference between the left and us is that we acknowledge that, yes, we have the same products, we have the same phones, but the difference is we are pushing to get away from that and bring it here to America, where we can regulate better working conditions, where we can regulate that only old enough people with an age able to work are actually working to make the products that we pay for, that we use. That is the difference between us and them. So if you are part of us, welcome. Stay on our side. Give us your vote. I wonder what kind of excuses people are going to use when I run for government here in a couple of years. I wonder what kind of excuse they're going to say. Oh, you're a migrant. You're a Hispanic. Oh, you don't want sanctuary cities. Sanctuary cities for what? Whose country is this? Whose state is this? American citizen country. That's right. I got to say American citizen. People think that Americans is just the continent. No. The United States of America. Americans means the United States of America. It is interesting. Those who claim to be more American than me are the ones that hate this country. What is that? Tell me, where's the logic on that? I want to know what the logic on that is. Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, when the time is right, my friend. If we are still alive and God allows us to go through it, believe me, we're going to run some nice campaigns. And you know what the difference is going to be? That we're going to run a campaign without bullshit. We're going to run a campaign not for power, not for greed, not for money, but because we love our state, because we love our people. I don't understand, why is it so hard for politicians to understand that American citizens are the priority? I believe on universal health care for Americans, only citizens. Think about it. If you give free health care, maybe it's not the word, it's not universal, but let's say we give free health care. The only people that should get free health care is American citizens. That's it. No ifs or buts about it. You know what I'm saying? Every single American citizen should be getting free health care. Well, remember, residents also pay taxes, but the free health care should be for American citizens, period. And I can tell you, it's affordable. The United States of America, we can pay for free health care for citizens only. Let me tell you why. Everybody continues to count every single American citizen. Every insurance company knows this trick. Not everybody's going to get into car accidents, but they sell you insurance, and they're making billions of dollars. They're making a lot of money on car insurance. That's why they can pay $2 million for advertising on the NFL halftime. That's why they can afford so much money to pay for advertising, because out of all the people that grab insurance, the very small percentage of them are getting into accidents. I'll give you myself, for example. How long? I'm 32 years. Yeah, 32 years driving. Imagine that. 32 years driving, not once have I gotten a car accident. I mean, there's been some issues, but no car accidents. Once I got nicked and I had to do an insurance claim, but not my fault. So again, the insurance companies, I'm paying for everybody else to go have an accident. And because not everybody has an accident, they make their money. That's how it works. Not everybody goes to the hospital. Not everybody goes to the clinic. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody does that. Actually, I don't have to carry my passport anymore, Papi Chulo. You know why? Yeah, no. I got this license here. It's enhanced license. And it shows that I am an American citizen. Yeah, don't have to carry my passport anymore. And you know what else I found out? When I went to get my enhanced license, they asked me for 2 forms of ID. One, a passport or a birth certificate proving that I am an American citizen. So I brought my passport, and she says, I need another piece of ID besides your license to show proof of residency. And then I had to give her my concealed weapons permit. Had the address, had my full name. So think about that. 3 forms of identification in order for me to upgrade to an enhanced license. Now, I want to know something. For all these Americans that say that they are more American than me because they were born in this country and I was naturalized. Woo! Tell me, dear Americans, why is it that you make every single excuse in the book to try to convince yourself and others that is a voter suppression tactic to show proof of ID, of citizenship, to vote? Well, I guess this less American than you actually loves this country. And I don't want Republicans, independents, or Democrats. You see, I don't want anybody cheating on my elections. That's right, mine. Because now, an American citizen, I can say mine. I have earned the right. I have earned the privilege. Ooh-wee. I love it. I love it. Feels good to be an American citizen. Feels very good to be an American citizen. 3 forms of identification I had to show to get one real enhanced ID. Well. Yeah. I got my whole background check, everything. No criminal record anywhere. And that's why, my friends, I am able to own a gun. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have a criminal record. Oh, man, I love it. I love it when the truth is just so fluent. It's like I don't have to argue with anybody because it's the truth. You know, a lot of people want to debate me. You know what I'm saying? They want to debate me because they think that I'm just making stuff up. But you know what the difference is? When you tell the truth, you never have to change your comments. You never have to change your story. Because when you tell the truth, you're not hiding anything. When you tell the truth, you're free. But if you're out there lying, making excuses for this and that, well, those lies will catch up to you. Yeah. You know it. You know it. You know it, TT. You know it. You know, I don't blame people because I get loud. I know. I get loud. I do. I get loud all the time. So I understand that part. But what gets on my nerves is that they're not getting loud because they're excited. They're getting loud because I proved them wrong. And they just get frustrated. They just get frustrated. If I give you a check to cash, what do you need to cash that check? Real question. You need a license, an ID, Washington State ID 2 forms of ID to cash that check. In some areas, 2 forms. So what's the problem? Listen, I just don't see the fight, from the liberals. Don't you want elections to be unquestionable? I mean, you can question elections all the time. You can do that. But did you know that there was a lot of elections won by a few votes? Like literally, can somebody tell me in there the elections that have been won by less than 100 votes? 100 votes, 500, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. And we have hundreds of thousands of invalid ballots, bad ballots that were counted as votes. Think about that. Think about that. Think about Minnesota, right? Think about Minnesota. What is the population in Minnesota? You will convince a lot of white socialist Karens to vote for you, to vote for Muslims, to vote for, for these bad people that have no education. But the majority of the people are going to be Muslims. Their influence has been so great in Minnesota, talking about Muslim influence, that they found the need, hey Tanji, they found the need to put Arabic writing on law enforcement uniforms. Imagine that. They have such influence in Michigan. I should say Dearborn, Michigan. I'm sorry, not Minnesota. Dearborn, Michigan. They have such influence. They are changing the name of the streets to Arab names. They're changing it to names of Arabs that have killed a lot of non-believers, should we say. That's crazy, man. That should bother you. It should piss you off. Listen, everything that I'm giving you right now, go look it up. Look it up and then find the actual truth about it. But do some research. Do some research. Hold on, this phone is not bright enough. There we go. That's better, so I can read. Rush, babe, how are you? We are in North Everett. North Everett. It's the crack. It's the crack that will destroy our country. Yeah, well, fentanyl is one of the deadliest right now, I believe is what they say. That's crazy, Nick. I heard that. I heard about that. It's racist if you ask for ID, is what it is. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Yep, yeah, that's right, Michael. Yeah, and then there was also that old Christian man. I don't know if he was a pastor or what, but what was his name? Hamoud? I don't know what the hell the name of the mayor was, but he told him to get the hell out of his city. Imagine that. A Muslim comes into this country and tells an American to get the hell out of their city. Where are we at with this shit? It is unbelievable, guys. It is unbelievable. Yeah, that's right, Tanji. There was a lot of dead people that voted here as well. Listen, if you're going to be over here just insulting people, they will block you, okay? You guys are not putting super chats. I'm giving you some freebies out here. Come on. Give me a break, will you? Prior, invest in America, buy more ammo. It's something that gets to me. It's this political correctness thing. It bothers me. This political correctness, they want to use it against you. See, that's how they control you. That's why when people come in here and they start saying, "Oh, you're not a real Christian, you're a hypocrite," say what you will. But now that you made that comment, now what? Do you think it makes me better or worse for you that I say I'm a Christian but I don't care? Do you think that it makes it better for you that I'm not a Christian? That's right. You know, it is unfortunate. It is unfortunate. I will tell you this. I will tell you this. Do you think, listen to me, I want you to listen very, very carefully. God is good. Listen to this. Do you think that Simon, Peter, do you think that Peter was selected by Jesus by casualty? Oh, you don't know where I'm going with this. You don't know where I'm going with this. Listen. Peter was a fighter. Peter was a strong man. That's right. Peter is the man who grabbed a sword and took the centurion's ear off. Only then do I ever hear Jesus Christ telling Peter, "Get behind me, Satan." Two things I learned from that. One of them, this is not the first time that Peter may have saved Jesus from a crowd. But the reason why he was rebuked this one time is because it was God's will that Jesus Christ would be sacrificed to pay for our sins as humans. It's a powerful, powerful, what's the word in English? Enlightenment. You have to know, on this rock, said Jesus, I will build my temple. Isn't that awesome? To have such a revelation. Peter defended Jesus, and that was not the first time. That is just the one time that the Bible makes it clear that even though other disciples didn't, Peter did. Oh, revelation. Thank you, Lord. Oh, glory be to God. I'm going to tell you something. I am not the kind of Christian they wish I was, because they want me to be controlled by them. But they can't control me because I'm not the Christian that they think that I am, that I believe myself to be. And I find very interesting that every situation in life gives us an awareness of where we are and the situations that we have to come through in life. It's not about being smarter than anybody else. It's about getting some wisdom with the little things that life teaches you, with the little experiences that you have. I can guarantee you that any adult doesn't have the wisdom that they have until they have a child. It's true. It's true. So I can tell you, when I have these people come in here and they want to say, oh, I will kick your ass. Well, come and try. Maybe you can. Maybe you can't. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Donnie, how are you? But I find that very interesting. Now, I want you to know something. The Bible doesn't just say, love your neighbor. It doesn't just say, welcome the travelers. Welcome the foreigner. It doesn't just say that. The Bible also says that we are to pray for each other. But it doesn't just say that. It says we are to exhort each other. But it doesn't just say that. It says that we are to rebuke each other. You see the difference? See, when the devil comes in and they try to tell you, oh, you can't say those words. You're a hypocrite. You can't say those words. Why? Why can't I say those words? They say them all the time. I will be like all to win all. It's very clear. There are some things that I'm not going to be in the way of because it's God's will. For example, when I say that God put President Trump in office, he did. Even if they cheated, God put Biden in office. It is God's will, regardless how you look at it. It is God's will. Now let me tell you why, the only reason why God put Biden in office. For the longest time, this country, whether Republicans or Democrats, is irrelevant. For the longest time, this country has been getting rid of the Bible in school, prayer. America is separating itself more and more from God. And God is so merciful. See, we bitch and complain about our pain and suffering. And we blame God. Now, I say we because I'm also a human like you. I don't blame God ever. But we blame God as humanity for all the bad things that happen. But what you don't want to understand is that he's trying to teach us something. And Biden won, and I got it. A lot of people got upset. Most people were not Christians. I can tell you that right now. But Biden had to win for one simple reason: the purpose of God. Well, Dennis, how you know? What is the purpose of God? When you see your children being disobedient, you have to discipline them. When you see your children not listening to your commands, you have to correct them. You have to correct them. And so when you see this country doing so great, then what has to happen? Somebody has to be allowed to do something bad so that others can learn to do something good. I really don't know how to explain this. I just give you the words that come into my mouth. Sometimes you need to suffer in order to remember how good it feels to be healthy. When I wake up every day like I have for the last couple of decades in pain, life gets harder and harder and harder. But there's that one day where nothing hurts. Thank you, Lord. So excited about life again. When I was learning how to dive, I told this story before. When I was learning how to dive, I remember my first time. I thought, no problem, piece of cake, no big deal. I snorkel all the time. I know how to breathe to a mouthpiece. Please, you know what I'm saying? Woo! I get this oxygen tank on my back. We go to the about chest level depth. And when the guide is telling me that we're just going to sit at the bottom of the ocean just to get our balance going, I couldn't breathe. I said, I can't breathe. And I didn't want to do it anymore. I wanted to give up. I thought I couldn't do it. There was a weird sort of fear. It's weird. A fear that took over me. In my mind, I have never felt this fear. And even in that fear, I still felt I'm not scared. I'm not a coward. What's going on? So I finally managed to be able to dominate my breathing underwater with the oxygen tank, okay? And I was down there for an hour and 15, 20 minutes. Even though I had so much fun underwater, looking at the fish, the coral reefs, it was amazing. I would love to do it again. When I got out of that water, I was so grateful to be alive again. I was so relieved that I was free. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But that's how it is sometimes. Sometimes people have to be sick to remember how good it is to be healthy. Sometimes people have to struggle just to feel like they are alive. You see, you need purpose in your life. The devil wants to take away your purpose. Now, listen, I know that I make fun of all these crazy ass looking people with green, blue, purple hair. But in reality, it doesn't really matter what you look like, but who you are on the inside. And very unfortunately, what you look like on the outside reflects what's in the inside. But I would tell you this. I'm no better than you. I don't know who's out there with this mentality. But God didn't let you kill yourself so that you can throw your life away. You see, you don't come into my life with no purpose. There's always a purpose. Sometimes I learn from you. Sometimes I get upset and I say things and I learn from it. You're not garbage. You understand what I'm saying? You can argue with me. You can argue with anybody and they can cuss you out and they can give you all these names and all these things that are going to hurt your feelings. But at the end of the day, let me just tell you, you are none of those insults that people give you, including myself. Do you understand what I'm saying? Even if I called you a libtard, are you? Prove me wrong. Prove yourself wrong. Patrick, thank you for being here. Thank you for saying stop protecting pedophiles. That is correct. We shouldn't allow Muslims in this country anymore. We don't want to protect pedophiles. That's a fact. No pedophiles. The demons hate it when I speak the truth, don't they? They can't stand it for some reason. I don't understand why they get so mad. It's like, bro, just go somewhere else. You don't have to sit here and listen to it. Go listen to somebody that's going to believe your nonsense. Go listen to somebody who wants to see you destroyed. Go listen to somebody that's abusing you. Go listen to somebody that doesn't care about you. I don't have to say these things. You understand? I don't have to say anything nice. I can sit here every single day and cuss you out and call you all these names, which sometimes I do. You don't need my approval to be good. You don't need my approval to be better. You just do it. You do it for yourself. Listen, I want you to read the comments on the chat sometimes when you come into my live. I want you to read those chats. And then I want you to come and look at my lives. And I want you to tell me, in 5 days a week, how would you start your life every day? Without notes, without scripts, just you and the camera. What would you say? What message would you give? What argument will you have? A lot of people say, go get a job, Dennis. The thing is, my channel is not a preaching channel. I know. I do what I don't want. It's always God's will. I know people don't believe me because I be cussing the crap out of people. But that's because they deserve it. Oh, man. People that know me in person, they know how I am, and maybe they'll get mad at me anyway. But they'll know how I am. Let me see if I don't think I have my lighter, but walk with me. We're gonna go across where my car is. This is weird because I can only see what the phone shows me on the delay. But let me see if I got a lighter so I can smoke a cigar while I'm talking to you. Man, look at this, man. Check this out. Look at this. Beautiful. What a beautiful property. So peaceful. So peaceful. All right, you guys look that way for now. I don't remember if I did. Oh, yeah. Lucky me. Na, 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 na. Of course, gotta have the cutters. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Close sesame. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. Wonderful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be my neighbor? All right, let me flip you guys over here. Here we go. Grifter Dennis. Whatever you want to call me. Whatever makes you happy, my friend. Peace be with you. Peace be with you. Let me make sure that. Let's go this way a little bit right there. I know, guys. I heard you. I need a haircut. I know. Listen, the reason why my hair looks crazy like this is because I was thinking about letting all of the hair go long, but I've also been having this fight that I want to redo my mohawk. I know some people make fun of that, but that's okay. These are, I don't know, I don't think there's I don't know. That's the kind of cigar it is. Oliva Series G. Can it focus? Anyways, it says Series G. Yeah, it's not like a flavor, you know, it's just tobacco. It's supposed to be, I thought it was Cuban, but I don't know where it was made. This was a gift from the vice president of the company where I work. I will tell you this. Listen. He didn't give this to anybody. He gave me. We'll see, brother. We'll see, Jason. Listen, when I run the campaign, I might cut this off, bro. I might. Or I will just do a different style with it, and I probably won't be wearing hats too much. Okay. Hey, why not? The guy from Chicago, the mayor from Chicago, has a mullet. Just because he's black don't mean he's the only one that can rock it. You know what I'm saying? All right. Anyway, let's see here. How about we take some phone calls? I have this phone right here in front of me. I won't be able to read comments. That's the only problem. So if you guys want to call in, you can call in. If I can have one of you guys just go ahead and put the phone number on there, that'd be great. Or if you have questions, just put it on the chat and I'll try to read it as soon as I see it. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. Wonderful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be my neighbor? What's going on, Teddy? I see you. Good to see you in there, brother. I'm here visiting the North Everett. I'm at a small side park. I forget what the name of this little park is up here, but it's like a walkway park on the side of the road, and then the naval base is just right down the hill. Luhu Sahur. Oh man, what the hell? I don't even know who this person is. Anyways, you guys can ask a question, any question that you want. It's free. It's free. Don't be afraid. Plans for the homeless, Ricardo Garcia. Plans for the homeless and crime. Well, everybody knows we need more police. We need to bring asylums back. Very important. Very important. We need to bring asylums back. We need more police. And I think that's going to take a lot of the issues. And listen, we can always have a community, a temporary housing community, but the people that are homeless, they need rehabilitation. The answer that they have given them here in Seattle, Washington, or Washington State, they give them free drugs. Yeah, they allow them to smoke fentanyl, crack, cocaine, and then they give them free Narcan to resuscitate. That is how they help the problem. It is crazy. So I think that it would be a great idea to evaluate every single homeless person. You're a veteran, you gotta make sure, we gotta verify that they're vets, right? And then we'll put them in a special housing and we help them out. But we have two things, right? We have asylums. There can be asylums where they can do some things for the community. Like, for example, prisoners. Prisoners should not be having fried chicken and waffles. You know what I'm saying? Rice, beans, and water, and some bread. They're prisoners. They are prisoners. No TV. No cell phones. No power. When I mean no power, no outlets in the cells. And they're going to build a lot of shit for free. Like school desks, chairs. They will be taught to make all of these things. School supplies for the schools. How's that? They can create frames. Again, more police. We need to make sure that we have enough eyes on them to be watched over. Free healthcare. I believe that we can get free healthcare. I really do. I I think it's probably good. It's probably going to be one of the most monumental things that we can accomplish. I guarantee you. I think it's very doable, but there's a catch. Go ahead. What do you think that catch is? It's literally in the name. There is a catch. What do you think? Gupin is out? Gupin is okay. He's a little crazy, but he's okay. Well, prisoners will have free health care. Absolutely. That's a given. Sounds like Dennis would like to lead a communist dictatorship. I don't know. I wouldn't take away your business. And you will be rewarded for your sacrifice. You will be rewarded. The more you work, the more jobs you create, the more you're going to be rewarded. I don't think that you know what communism is, but that's okay. It's okay. Yeah, we'll definitely get rid of the new scam for sure. We'll have to get rid of it. I'll fight against it. So here's the catch. No sanctuary city. No sanctuary city. No rebates on tariffs. Fuck that. We need to have support for tariffs. I support tariffs. As a governor in Washington State, I support tariffs. I want companies, manufacturers, to make what they need here in Washington State. You see that? Local government likes to blame Trump for their incompetence. But I, like Trump and every other American that puts Americans first, are for tariffs. And I'm going to tell you something. You might not believe this, but we didn't always pay taxes. We got rid of the Brits. We got rid of the redcoats. We didn't pay taxes. And we were fine. Until 1913, of course, when they decided to go ahead and tax the rich, they say. Tax the rich, 1913. What's crazy is this. Socialist Democrats haven't learned from history. They said tax the rich, 1913. Now we all pay taxes. That's right. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. No. It's always Americans first. Americans first. Listen, I'll let the president, I let the federal government that is in charge of foreign policies to deal with that. I would deal with the executive branch of my local state. You see what I'm saying? It's a big difference. America, America. Who says stolen valor? Who has stolen valor here? We get rid of sanctuary cities. No more illegal immigrants in Washington State. Those who have proven themselves to actually give to society will figure out a way. We'll figure out a way to get some papers in there for them. But we have to work with the federal government. You can't just say F the president and then expect them to work with you. You just can't do that. Deporting illegal immigrants, that is correct, Lisa. That is America first. Absolutely. Defending and collaborating and helping our friends, that is putting America first. Those are the people that are going to have our back. Hopefully, those are the people that are going to have our back if we need them. Not like NATO, bunch of traitors. They turn their back on us and we give them so much money. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. America, we live in a great country, man. We live in a great country. Only people that should be walking free on the street without any fear of violence or criminality is the law-abiding citizens. Criminals should be in jail. I'm telling you, they're going to thank us for it. Yes, Rock. We have to get rid of a couple. More like, let me see, 1, 2. Is it just 2? Yeah. 2 of them in Congress, and maybe a couple on the Senate. Well, I will give free healthcare. I will give free healthcare to every American citizen. But that's not the only healthcare. If you choose to have your own private, doctor, healthcare, whatever you want to do, go for it. We won't stop that. But we definitely want to have free healthcare for every American citizen. And I want to be clear, American citizen. 100%, Ricardo, 100%. NATO is nothing if we pull out. I should have learned that when I was young. Some of you will get that joke. Some of you guys won't. But anyways, that's horrible. That is horrible. I was doing so good until that time. Some people got the joke. I got you. I understand. But if we would have... Jason knows what I said. If we would just pull out of NATO. Woo! Pulling out, guys, very important. You got to pull out. Otherwise you're stuck in who knows what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. That was crazy. That was crazy. I apologize about that. That ain't right. Anyways, so yes, so free healthcare for American citizens. I think you get rid of all illegal immigrants. You get rid of all of these, leeches coming over here on tourist visa. They got to go. Everybody got to go. You got a visa, you overstay, you lose that visa, and you don't get to come back for another 5 years. There's got to be some sort of punishment. We'll leave that punishment to the federal government. That's not our job. But I can tell you that what we're doing with sanctuary cities is very unconstitutional. Where's the Trump deal with Iran? I addressed this earlier, but since you brought it up again, I'm going to tell you something. We would have been done with this war, this conflict with Iran. We would have been finished a long time ago. Let's see if you have some knowledge. How do you think we would have finished this in a couple of weeks? What is stopping us from achieving our deal right now? Let's see if you're thinking right here. What do you think is stopping us from making that deal? No. That's not what's stopping us from making a deal. That's what's stopping us from destroying them completely. But there's one thing that's stopping us, and they're always stopping us. Let's say it is a domestic issue. If you guys were on my live earlier today, you know what I'm talking about. Not Israel. It's domestic. The problem is domestic. Here, I'll give you the answer. Who tells the press? That's right. Who tells the press? Who tells our enemies not to make deals with President Trump? Democrats. Democrats tell the enemy, don't make deals with the president. Why? We'll take care of him for you. Impeach the motherfucker. Remember that message? Impeach the motherfucker. Why would you impeach the only president who had the balls to come and fight for us? You see what I'm saying? The answer is right in front of you. What made countries decide to hesitate or wait to make a deal with us when we raise tariffs? Democrats. First thing Democrats say, tariffs are illegal. Oh shit, some of the presidents were like, oh, well, you know, I was going to come down there next week, but now maybe I should just wait. Interesting, isn't it? No, James. I wish that you would be honest with yourself. I wish you would be honest with yourself. We would have finished dealing with Iran months ago if it wasn't for the Democrats leaking information, making America look weak by talking so bad about our president, our commander-in-chief. I see them on my chat every single day. F Trump. Every single day. They think we don't pay attention, but we do pay attention. Democrats. That is our obstacle. Maybe they know it. Maybe they don't know it. Yeah, but you can't bring that up. You can't bring that up to people because if they're not believers, that doesn't mean anything. If the people are not Christian, it doesn't mean anything. So it doesn't matter if it. I believe it. I believe it's true. But it doesn't matter to talk about religion or Christianity to fix our problems. Because if they don't believe in God, then you have no argument. So you have to stick with the law of the land. You have to stick with the Constitution. You have to stick with your country. Am I right? Yes, go ahead, Renegade. Read 2 Chronicles 7:14 for me, will you? Read it for me. Just put it in the chat. I'll read it out loud for you. Hey, Jonathan. Welcome back, brother. Good to see you on here. Go ahead. You have a question about, you have a religious question? You have a political question? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat, and I'll address it. I'll give you my opinion. You know what's great? If the United States wins, you know, everybody wins. Everybody wins. Did you know that? If terrorists win, everybody loses. I want you to look at it that way. Whether you like Trump or not, that is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. What we need is for America to win, period. Any foreigner, any person that doesn't love the United States of America will contradict me on that. But if the United States of America wins, everybody wins. If terrorists win, everybody loses. You understand me? Some ants over here, I think, biting my legs. Yeah. Any questions? Making fun of my accent. It's okay. It's allowed. It's allowed to make fun of my accent. Trust me, I catch myself saying these words, and I know. Explain, Mr. Fox. Explain. Thanks, Dave. So what would it take for you to allow the United States of America to win? What would you do? What would you do to make sure the United States of America wins? Because if you live in the United States of America and you benefit from everything the United States of America has, tell me, what would you do for this country to win? I'm very gay. Thank you for noticing. Very gay. Borders are closed. How can you support the United States so that they win? have a gay day. Heck yeah. Yeah, I'm happy too, they said. Yeah, if my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven. They will hear from heaven. And will forgive their sin. Got a typo in there, man. Making me look bad. Oh shit, I passed the test, guys. Mr. Fox says I passed the test. Mr. Fox says I passed the test. Good to know. Good to know. Let me tell you something. Let's say I will heal their land. That is right. Listen, let me tell you this. If Biden was in office right now doing what Trump is doing, what I would do to make sure that I support the United States winning, it's support President Biden if he was in office right now doing what Trump is doing. So what I'm saying is, if you want the United States of America to win, because if the United States of America wins, everybody wins. If you want the United States of America to win, you got to support the men you hate. Because let's face it, who knew that the only man that will actually defend women is the one that grabs them by the pussy? It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Oh boy, I'm going to get in trouble for that one. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah. And that's how you put America first. I mean, you know, if you don't like President Trump, that's okay. You can hate the president, but put America first. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, you know, there's different kinds of pride. The kind of pride that is sinful is the one that is selfish in nature. But you can have pride on others' success, on people who do will, who do good, you know, who have goodwill to mankind. You can always be proud of good things. It becomes a sin when you're proud of the bad things, like the LGBTQ. That is a bad pride. It's a selfish pride. Yeah. I don't have to like Biden, but if he was doing something that he thought was good for the country, well, you know, he's the president. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah, yeah, Israel's still our ally. Did you know that Netanyahu actually doesn't want to have anything to do with any of these wars? They don't want to fight. They just want to live in peace. They want their people to prosper. And what's crazy is I don't understand why people keep putting this narrative that Israel hates Palestine. Palestinians have become Israelis. They are citizens of Israel. This whole thing with Zionism, you know, and this and that is like, come on, man. Be real. These people that are hating Israel live in Israel. They don't get harassed. They live peacefully in Israel. And those very same ones who play the victim that Israel is the evil terrorist are the ones causing the terrorism. It's unbelievable. Gotta put out the smoke. It is biodegradable, guys. Don't worry about it. Howdy? Beautiful. German Shepherd mixed with something. All right, so if you guys haven't seen this yet, I'm going to flip the camera around so that you can see it. So you don't think that I'm just this big jerk that doesn't care about you. Hold on. All right. Hold on, I got both of my phones, but I have to set them up here. All right, the sun is starting to hit the area where I was. Here is the North Everett. This is the naval base for those of you who are just now joining us. I give you guys a chance to participate. Don't say I never did anything for you. Again, I don't know what kind of ship is that. Somebody said it might be a destroyer. I don't know. I don't know, guys, about equipment, ships, or names of planes. All I know is that they're badass. Yeah. Oh, man. We haven't suffered like the disciples have suffered. You know what I'm saying? We haven't suffered like disciples suffered back in the day. Tell you that right now. All right. That's the naval base right there, guys. There's a fishing boat over there. We'll get there. You guys probably can't see it from there. There it is right there. Right in the middle. Right in the middle. All right, guys, you guys can ask a question. You guys are good, man. I like your participation. You guys are fantastic. 1960, Norfolk, Virginia. Awesome. Zoom out a little bit. Everett, Washington. Naval base. Last time I came down here, I think there was like 2 or 3 ships. David, you're not entertained. Throw a super chat in there, man. You're getting all this entertainment for free. I gotta pay for all this shit. Francesca Hong, going for governor for Wisconsin. That's where she's from. She wants to cancel Thanksgiving. Well, she changed her mind. She loves Thanksgiving now. You guys do know she's bipolar, right? I don't know if you guys knew this, but she's bipolar. Yeah, she's bipolar, and she also wants to abolish ICE. She believes that illegal immigrants will vote for her. So she is also against Save the America Act. You got to have some proof of citizenship, guys, to be able to vote in our elections. Don't you want to make sure that I'm an American citizen when I make my vote? How do you know if I don't show you my ID? Look at that. Let's roll, America. Jonathan, putting the big bucks down. Dropping in the big cash. Thanks, Jonathan. I know, man. I know. I feel the love. Thank you. I appreciate it. That'll pay the taxes on my coffee. It's all good. No, Jonathan. You don't have to, brother. You don't have to. This is why I don't want taxes on Social Security. If you are retired, you should not be paying taxes on your Social Security as we speak. If they're taking it out of your Social Security checks, you should be able to get that back on the next tax refund. Yeah, absolutely. I am going to Arizona maybe by the end of this month, beginning of September. I do have a trip. I do have a trip to go down there. Yeah, since if these elections in other states don't need voter ID, I mean, we can just have like a tour. You know what I'm saying? And just vote in every single state. See what happens. Oh man, unbelievable. Yeah, I think Social Security is good. Here's the thing, though. People don't understand is this. All the benefits, that we can get, number one is thanks to a capitalist system. I want you to know that first. It's thanks to a capitalist system. That's how we can have Social Security. That's how we can have some welfare. Did you know that $4.5 trillion are spent on social services? Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. Tell me. Let's say the rich don't pay taxes. How are you socialists going to pay or get those taxes? Did you know that millionaires and billionaires, they pay 20 to 30% of their income? Did you know that? Some people don't like the idea, and I can see why, because you're greedy. But I want you to pay attention to this. If you make, let's go with a round figure. If you make $100,000, help me out. If you have a calculator, help me out. If you make $100,000 and you're paying 14% in taxes, how much is that? Let's see if you're here helping me out. Help me out. You make $100,000 and you pay 14% in taxes. Thank you, Jimmy. Appreciate it. That is correct. $14,000. Now, if you make $500,000 and you're paying 15%, how much are you paying? Are you paying more taxes than $100,000 makes? I will assume right away, yes, you are paying more. If you make $1 million and you pay 14% in taxes, how much are you paying in taxes? Think about it. If you make $1 million, you are paying the whole salary plus $40,000 more than the one making $100,000. That's weird. Very interesting, isn't it? So imagine how much it's somebody that makes $2 million. Go on. How much money does somebody that makes $10 million paying? Now, the bracket goes up, but let's just stay with 14%. Somebody that makes $10 million, how much do they pay in taxes? 14% of 10 million. That's a lot of taxes, ain't it? $1.4 million. Are you sure? How about somebody making $100 million? You see where I'm going with this? Think about that. So there is an incentive, you see? The incentive is that if you want to make more money, you got to put more effort. And yes, you will pay more taxes, but you will also make more money. So when somebody tells you the rich need to pay their fair share, they are. They are. See, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me get over here in the shade. Let me tell you something, and I hope that is making sense to you. I really do. I really hope that is making sense to you. Tell me, do you think do you think that we should pay taxes per person or per wealth? Think about it. If you say we should pay taxes per person, well, millionaires won't want to make the money that they want to make, and therefore they end up paying less taxes. I found that very interesting. Yeah, Romeo, with a Spanish name, I find it very ironic that they don't understand my English. That's funny. That's funny. That's old, bro. That is old. It's funny how you people who claim to be all these peaceful people and all this inclusivity and equality and all this other bullshit, I find it very interesting that you're making fun of my Indian heritage by making fun of my hair. Huh. Yeah, maybe you're not so different after all. Maybe you're not so different after all. Very interesting, isn't it? Don't hate me for being right. You can disagree with me, but don't hate me for being right. You make fun of my accent. You want me deported, and yet you say we're the bad ones. Interesting. Well, well, well. I'm gonna get on in my car here. All right, guys, I'm gonna put you here for a second. Get this inside my car. Yeah. All right, all right. I'm still here. I'm still here. Oh, watch out, Mr. Mikey in the house. Let me open up my windows here. So, isn't that interesting? Throw in a couple of bucks, you bums. Let's help Dennis' channel. I appreciate you, brother. All right. Sorry about that. All right. So, do you see how it looks when you guys are being hateful? You're making fun of my Indian heritage by making fun of my hair. That's okay. See, I know it's human. Audio is too low. Okay, if I take my headphones off, let me see. Hold on. If I take my headphones off, let me see. Hold on. It's not as loud, I guess, but I know I didn't want to start it without the earphones because of the noise, the wind. But yeah, let's see what we got. No, it's not a Durango, not a Durango. I don't know why this phone makes me look so fat. I feel like a woman complaining about how fat this phone makes me look. Yeah. So go ahead. So they make fun of my accent. I am fat, but it's making me look fatter. It makes me look fatter. That's right. It's a Jeep. It is a Jeep. Here is a Cherokee Limited. Cherokee Limited. You're beautiful. Hey, gay. Gay. Man, I might have to. I might have to since I'm in here. But I can hear it though. My phone is good. But I can hear it though. My phone is good. See that? I don't think I can. Let me see if maybe muting and unmuting if that helps. Yeah, but you know, the problem with American made cars has always been quality. It used to be that we had so much pride in American products, on building American vehicles. But then somewhere along the way, um, we have lost that love and feeling. Bring back that love and feeling. Whoa, that love and feeling. Bring back that love and feeling, cause it's gone, gone, gone. Very gay. That was pretty gay. That was pretty gay. This hat was made in America, sir. Made in America. A lot of my hats are made in India, China. Yeah, I'm not against globalism. I just think that America should be prioritized. Anyway, so here's the thing. What I said on tariffs, right? Since you mentioned China, I really believe that in order for somebody to encourage companies, prospectors, to uh, to bring the economy to your state, right? I'm talking about my state. It's You have to encourage companies to build here, and then you're going to provide employment. You see, right now the people on the left, they keep mentioning jobs. 75,000 jobs lost by Trump. He is the only one fighting to bring factories back, to bring manufacturers back. Trump is the only one implementing tariffs to incentivize companies to bring those companies back here and hire American citizens, or residents, right? Green card holders. Uh, my gun digs into my hip too much when I'm sitting down. You know what I'm saying? So, what is the incentive? Tell me, how would you create jobs in your city if you had the capability? Let's say you were the mayor or the governor. How would you create new jobs? How would you do that? By the way, you guys can. I hear you, man. I hear you, sis. Here, let's see. Let me put the phone number here on my account. Okay, there we go. I don't know, for some reason, every time I type it on my phone, it takes forever. But come to Papa. Go ahead and type my phone down in there, and if I see mine, I'll pin my number on there. But Hi, Manuel. Manuel, you never learn. You never learn. You never learn. I want somebody that's serious. There it is. Thank you, my man. Yes, sir. There you go. I don't know what language that is, but hello. Matt says, do you know that companies are actually owned by foreigners? 90% of America, 10% are owned by American citizens. It goes back to JFK. It so here's the thing. It doesn't matter who owns them. Not to me. It doesn't matter who owns it. What matters is that they make the product here. The whole idea is to create jobs here because that's what's going to help us. If you have taxes, that's how you create more taxes. By creating more jobs, you create more tax revenue for your state. Oh, I like that. I like that, Freddie. Freddie says I would create jobs in California by opening a deal sanitation plant off the coast of California, then make freshwater pipelines straight up into the Salton Sea. Could avoid an environment catastrophe. I agree. It's a huge investment. Did you know that the in Saudi, I think it's Saudi, in the Emirates, somewhere over there in the Middle East, right? They have a desalination uh, plant, which costs a lot of money. I think they said it costs billions. Okay, it costs billions to maintain. But just think about it. Think about it. Okay, it costs billions to maintain, but they are providing water for all the people in the desert. I'm probably exaggerating with all the people, but they are making sweet water, just like Freddie says. I think you mean the desalination, not sanitation plant. Desalination, I think is the word. But yeah, absolutely. And all of these countries, I mean, all these countries, well, they can be countries. They're pretty big states. But all the states that have a coastal, uh, land, I guess, I don't know how you would say it, a coast. All these countries that have a coast can have something like that, have a plant that will do that. Yeah, and they need to really, really start making decisions. Yes, I know they complain about the sound. Start making decisions. There you go. Yes, I know they complain about the sound. Yeah, I can hear it on my phone. I do agree it's not as loud, but I mean, you guys are always complaining that I'm always yelling. Give me a break. Damn if I do, damn if I don't. What's going on? What the hell is wrong with you people? Just, I don't get it. I don't get it. I can never please you people. What's going on? What is it? Oh hell no! Don't open the phone. What is that? What? Why not? Jonathan doesn't want to doesn't want to listen to libtards. 80% plus of Americans. Oh man, this is why I don't read all the comments. Plus, $1 million each, but require them to invest in property, no fraud. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's all right, Jonathan. You can call. You can make a call. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. That's all. You can call, but just 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Got to be mindful of others. There you go. Oh my gosh, bro. It's such a beautiful weather. I am ready for a nap.
Yeah, who do you think it is, man? Who do you
I
think?
don't know, man. Who is this guy? Who's calling?
Some guy that just wants to, that's getting all fucking fired up, man. Well, bullshit. I'm ready to sing the song, man. I'm proud to be an American.
Where
Where
at
at least
least I
I
know
know,
I'm free.
and I won't forget. the ones who died and gave that right to me, and I
So
gladly
proudly stand
stand
up
up
next to
next
you.
to you and defend her still today. And if you try to get my guns, you're gonna be a sad mother Hubbard. God
Ooh,
bless
look at
me.
that tip. Hey, Jonathan, just a
Yeah,
tip.
no. What? Say that again?
Look at the phone, just a tip.
Oh, I can't look at the phone, man. 'Cause I can't even hear that shit.
Everybody else can just look at the tip. That's it, just the tip.
Oh man. Okay, let me try.
It's
Hold on.
okay, don't worry about it. I just show the tip of.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, ADHD doesn't get better when you get old. Okay.
Yeah, no, it doesn't,
No?
but it does help you get tasks done once you concentrate.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
That's a
know,
trick.
yesterday, I mean, what was it? Saturday, Saturday, all
Yeah,
day.
how was the barbecue, man? How was your barbecue?
Yeah, no, it was good, man. It was
Cool,
good.
cool.
Yeah, it was good. But Saturday, all day on my computer, just grabbing this, grabbing that, putting clips here, working on my graphics. I got to do something because I think I'm packing my memory, my random memory. I still got to do some work on it. But man, I went to sleep at almost 6 in the morning. I got up at 10, and all I did was grab my coffee, and I was in my computer just all day until 1 in the morning today.
Wow,
And it's like I love doing this, bro.
you're on fire, brother.
It is crazy. It's just not enough hours to
When you
consume
came to
information.
God, when you came to America, did you ever think that you would be fighting this fucking hard for people that don't give a fuck that lived here for years?
Well,
You
I
ever think you would have to do that?
I never thought it would be against Americans. Yeah,
It wouldn't have been that. You didn't think it would be this crazy, but now we know they're here.
it used to be a handful, man. That was it. Nobody gave a
Yeah,
shit. But now it's like at least 10% of Americans.
I don't know, man, but those people like Elon and AOC, oh my God, they make me sick, bro.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
do.
Ilhan is. I don't know why she's not in jail yet. I honestly, I really don't know.
They're building a case, bro. Believe it.
Yeah, yeah. No, I've seen all that stuff. It's just, you
They're
know,
looking for
people
everything.
want
They don't want to get her.
results.
Yeah, they don't want to get her too soon. They want to make sure she picks up all her shoplifting shit
Yeah,
and to get her everything. Yeah, and it's not
yeah,
just her, bro.
yeah. I think by now, bro, we
Yeah,
have let them have so much time to
yeah,
cover up their lies.
yeah. But now people are waking up that are like the Republicans and everybody, and the people that are even Democrats. People are going, what?
Yeah, yeah.
They are. They are.
Yeah,
And
well,
they don't want
but
to.
here's the thing, like this is why I tell you, I don't hate Democrats, bro. I mean,
Amen.
I consider myself a Democrat for a while. You know,
Amen. Yeah.
it,
Right.
it's like I always follow. And here's the thing: the Democrats that I follow have the policies that Republicans have right now.
Yeah.
So I didn't switch my patriotism or my thoughts for America. I just switched parties because the party doesn't mean shit to me.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I'm a Republican, a Democrat, or what the fuck. I don't know. But
No,
I'm
you're an
about it.
American. That's all that
I
matters.
do. That's right. I'm American. I'll vote who I want to. And I see Trump right now is doing better for everybody. And if the libtards in the audience don't agree, you don't have to write it down. We know.
Yeah.
You don't have to write it. And
You
thank
know,
you for singing along with me, everybody. That was cool.
yeah, sometimes I think that
Yeah.
it would be better off if we only had one party, but then
Uh,
at the same time it's like no,
no.
we need to compete on a different level because think about it. Let's say we go and just have one party, right? The Democrat Republican,
There we
right?
go. Communist.
Well, it does communism, it doesn't like people see, there's different things, you
It'll
know.
make a lot of mess with one dude because we need to have like 4 or 5 different parties so lots of people can compete and see who really, you know.
Well,
I don't
no.
know.
Well, here's the thing. Like, if you
Look
had,
at
let's
that.
say, if you have one party, if
Right,
you have one party, everybody, every individual will have to fend for themselves and fight
right,
to who is going to be the better candidate for overall. You
yeah,
know, and there should be some disqualifications, kind of like soccer, right? We
yeah,
have semi quarter, you know, quarterfinals, semi quarter, and you know, then you have the World Cup. I think that's the way it should be. I think that the candidates should be disqualified by the wittiness or the smarts of the other candidates, not because this party raised more money than the other. That's
right,
ridiculous.
right.
But you know, when I look at it the same way, is okay. So what if the people that have the money, they already have a candidate in mind that they want to be president, and they put all of their money on this guy, and everybody else is SOL.
Right.
This is why I think we still need the two parties.
Yeah, definitely need it. You can't just have one.
Yeah, no, you can't. I think that's the biggest thing. You know, like
Maybe other
communism has
countries,
so many faces, and
yeah,
it's
maybe
why
other
it's so hard
countries.
for people to see it for what it is. But communism is not really communism until the government starts taking your private property away from you.
Boy, oh boy.
That's when communism it's a cancer that destroys total economy. Socialism is just the beginning. Millions of people die with socialism. Millions. You have to. In order to change the economical system, millions will have to die before this becomes a socialist country.
Yeah, that's a
It's
sad fact, man.
yeah, it's crazy because I don't like to think about all this negativity, but I
No, but you
always
have
look
to.
at the bad and the good and the bad side.
You have to. Yeah, you can't just say, "Oh, it's a beautiful world with rainbows."
Right.
Come on, it's not just. Yeah, no. Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, is that the motion?
Hold on, brother. Let me move back.
I think that's the message. Hello.
I'm hiding from the sun.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Yeah, just trying to get more shade. There we go.
Ugh, man.
Just gave myself another 10 degrees.
There you go. Yeah, I'm still waiting for the But yeah. Okay, so we were talking about a lot of things. You were talking about a lot of things in the chat earlier, and let's see. Let me think. What was one of the topics too? You were asking about millionaires and everybody paying taxes at 14%, just per se.
Yeah.
So my honest opinion about that, and I know I'm not going to get a lot of agreement. I don't know. I think every person has the same opportunity to make as much money as they want to, right?
Yeah.
So I think everybody should pay the same tax. I don't
Hey,
think. Oh, that's what I think. Period.
bruh.
Pay the same. Let's build this country up. Makes it
Hold on.
stronger. Okay. Hey, everybody
Let
else.
me show you. Let me show everybody else something real quick. I want you to look at this property. I want you to look at that property. Can you guys hear that?
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. Beautiful.
Now let me tell you something. People can argue and say, "Oh, that's white people."
Shit.
The yard, well manicured, clean,
Yeah,
beautiful,
yeah,
peaceful music. Let me go to a black community. Dirty, ghetto, shit falling apart, and people hating and killing each other,
that's
doing
sad.
drugs. I'm not saying that they're not doing drugs. Who knows? Maybe they are.
Yeah,
But look at the difference. If you look at this area, just so you know, Everett has a bad reputation for crime, but not here. This
yeah.
part of Everett is mostly white folks.
But you know what? There's also the opportunity for black people, Hispanics, to take the same opportunity if they're not going to be freaking weirdos, man. They have the same opportunity to have a beautiful home like that if they work, pay taxes, et cetera, right? I mean, look at you. You're here. You're doing what you do. You got a nice car, nice air conditioning, beautiful wife, kids, the right to carry a gun,
Right?
right? The right to talk shit all day long.
Rush Babe adds Detroit, $10,000 rims and broken windows on the home.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a baby care center. Yeah, it's a care
That is
center. It's
true, man. It is true.
collecting money for baby care.
That is crazy, man.
That is sick, dude. Hey, do you ever see a guy on here named Zach X?
I don't know.
Okay,
I
so
don't catch everybody on the chat. It looks like I'm looking at the chat, but I'm not.
no, that's no, but that guy's like a total freaking rib tard like us. But he's extreme. He's out there screaming and shit at the weirdos, dude. It's funny. So he's a cool dude, man.
Yeah. It's okay to scream for good things. It's okay.
He's funny though, dude. His way is like fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Oh, he's crazy, but he's funny.
Man, I almost want to drive. You know what? I think I'll probably just walk around the neighborhood, bro. I want to show you guys one more house. I want to show you guys one more house.
Do you have any other people trying to call in, brother?
Not yet.
Oh man, come on, guys.
I'm gonna show you something. They probably can't hear you because you're a little bit soft.
You know what? You know what? It's worse when you're a guy calling because you can't hear you.
Yeah. Well, I want to show you guys a little bit of this neighborhood here.
Well, at least I heard the song and I saw him singing along after. Cool, man. Bless their hearts.
They're gonna come over here and. Why are you recording?
Should we sing it again while you're walking through the neighborhood?
Right. On a loudspeaker.
To be an American.
I'm gonna show you guys, man. Look at this, man. This is beautiful.
It is, man. And you know what? I bet you it's not a white dude cleaning that yard up.
Yeah, I don't see Mexicans doing it.
I'm saying, you know,
I don't see Mexicans doing it, but I want to show you guys this. I want to show you this White House.
I don't know. I'm just saying that's in LA, you know.
Yeah, I want to show you this White House. Hold on.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's a beautiful neighborhood, man. Wow.
And I'm gonna tell you, if you don't stand up for America, if you don't do anything to defend her, you're gonna lose all this shit, man. And it's gonna be ghetto.
Man.
It's gonna become a third world country. Look at this house, bro.
Got a flag going, man. They're ready to burn it down already, the fuckers.
Look at that, man. That's like a White House, bro.
Oh my gosh. Beautiful. And people just, oh man, it's so weird.
You see that? You see any fences? No fence.
No fence, dude.
No fence.
Nope. Wow. I know who the phone. Know who got guns.
No. I don't envy the house. I bless them.
Yeah, man. They better
they prosper even more.
I sure hope they're not libtards, man.
I doubt it, bro. It's a big ass American flag.
There you go.
Yeah.
But you know what? Libtards lie, dude. They will lie to your face with a smile. Look at Elon. Every time he speaks, it's a lie, dude.
Look at this sidewalk, bro. Clean.
Oh, man. Yeah, there you go.
Garbage.
Wow.
White folks.
with the neighborhood rules, man. Clean your yard and get the fuck out.
Look at this. This is the other sidewalk going across garbage.
Well,
and that is the park right off the 50-mile-per-hour zone drive.
That's America, guys. That's what you can have. That's what is available to every good, hardworking American. That you could have that. I'm telling you.
Gotta invest, man. Gotta work. Gotta say. You know what the problem is, and Rush Babe just touched up on it. The problem is that people don't learn to live by their means.
Yeah, they're entitled.
I can tell you when I have been in debt, it's been my fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the fucking idiot that overspent money on this and that, and
been there, done that. Yeah. I think that's something that happens when you're younger and you're trying to move forward. You learn from it. See, some people just say, fuck it. I'm not going to pay it. I'm going to get some charges. And maybe I'll get somebody else's name and get the car, get $500. Other people are weird, man. But we know they're here. That's the good part. We know they're here. There's no more. We don't need to bang the bell anymore, man. Ring the bell. All we do is right. We know they're here.
don't block your microphone on your phone because you sound muffled sometimes.
Oh, I think I'm getting too close. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
nice.
that's beautiful, man.
These are all pine trees, brother.
Yeah, man. Protected by a Navy base too. I
Yeah.
bet you there's a lot of Navy there that live there. Yeah.
Oh wait, is that a bridge? I can walk down. What's going on here?
I think you got a Navy neighborhood too, man.
Oh, but I'm too far from my car now. I didn't
Yeah,
lock it. I'm gonna fly my drone. I don't think I can fly my drone because of the Navy base.
yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, I don't think I can fly because of that. I don't.
No, they got lasers.
Yeah, definitely don't want to fly. Lose my little tiny drone for stupid
Yeah.
shit.
So what are we gonna do about Mangami? What do we need to do about that neighborhood is going way. They're always talking about
Well,
stealing people's homes,
you
man.
you can't do anything. You just gotta let it happen.
Oh, yeah, they're gonna
Yeah,
we gotta almost like, and I don't want to carpet bomb the place, but I want to like, I think they like get all the good people out and just do something. Zap. You know?
yeah. No,
There's
there's
gotta be
nothing.
something.
There's nothing you can do.
There is. What's
Biden was
that
in
mean?
office so that we can learn why we need to vote differently.
Amen. Yeah, that's true as fuck, man.
Yeah,
I
that's why
didn't
he
know
won. That was the purpose of Biden winning.
it.
I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
bro,
Kamala, what
there was no
Kamala.
wars, there was no battles, there was no hardcore defense, and we hit a 9.4 inflation rate.
Yeah,
And what's
I
funny is that
didn't
they
see
try
it.
to tell us that it was that high because the economy is so great. And what I find interesting is that now they are saying that the inflation that we have today is because the economy is not great. What?
How stupid. How fucking stupid. Come on, man. It's balanced right now. It's not going skyrocketing. It's balanced. It's going to go up and down right now while we're going through all this socialist crap and
Yeah.
dealing with it. But I'll tell you one thing too about Biden's. He was not the president. He wasn't signing nothing. Come on, go. Can we do this? Yeah, okay. And then get the auto pen. Boom.
The,
Yeah, he
the,
wasn't running nothing.
the measure of life is not its duration, but its donation.
That was the biggest infiltration ever. Kamala, the biggest it was, man. That's what I think, man. I'm glad nobody got her in president. Oh man, we would already be underwater. Oh God, can you imagine if she was president?
Yeah. A
It's like,
disaster.
oh, and she says she's not going to run for governor. Then she is. She bipolar too.
Oh man.
Dick bitch, man.
Yeah, I did it. I did it by bipolar for like a few hours.
Oh man, everybody's bipolar. We're all bipolar. The degrees do different. What varies? Are you a happy bipolar? Are you an angry bipolar?
Uh,
What's there's always
you're
like
both. That's the problem with bipolar. You're both.
yeah, and you can't they can't help themselves. I know.
They're just like one day, one moment you're laughing, everything is great, and the
Uh,
next one they want to take your head off.
Bless their hearts, man. Bless their hearts. It's not something they can control, man.
Yeah,
When it's
well,
that extreme. And bipolarism is from not just from
bro,
happy to violent. It could be somewhere to happy and then sad and crying and all that too. It's
bro,
tough.
please don't tell me somebody's not opening my door because I will fucking shoot somebody right now.
Oh shit.
Hopefully they're behind
Man. Don't kill nobody.
me.
I think you're safe over there, man. Neighbor doesn't have any crime, dude.
No, I think this is the car right behind me. I doubt.
Yeah, maybe.
I doubt two white fat women are gonna try to rob my car.
Well, hopefully it's not a stalker, dude. Hopefully it's
That's
not a
cold.
doctor, dude. Could be a doctor, man. Careful.
Nah, it's all good.
Yeah, I know you got it covered, but yeah, true. I mean, where you're at, man, you really you have to think about that sometimes. But Oh, we should talk about martial arts, bro, and boxing. Let's do that. Come on, dude. I started doing martial arts at 15 years old and learned boxing and martial arts too, right? I became an assistant instructor, got my black belt a long time ago. I was
Nice.
practicing. But you know what? That stuff makes you different, dude.
Yeah, it does. I never got my black belt, but
That's okay.
that's
You
because I
don't
couldn't
need
afford to
it.
continue.
No, I never paid a dime for class. My teacher was a back school teacher. We paid free. We bought our own equipment. That's it. But you don't need a black belt, dude. I was fighting green belts. I was fighting green belts that were kicking my ass, dude. So yeah, you don't have to be a black belt to. You don't have to be a black belt if you can just fuck somebody up.
Let me see if I can get the phone connected to the car here so that it sounds louder for the people on the live here.
I hope everybody else can hear me out there. I hope everybody's happy to.
It's pretty soft, so we'll see.
Yeah.
There we go.
I hope everybody had a good weekend.
There you go. They should be able to hear you now, but I'm gonna turn
A
the
little
AC.
better,
I'm gonna turn the
yeah.
AC a little bit here.
How hot is it over there? It's like 80 degrees.
Well, going for that little walk was pretty hot.
So, what do you think if we could get the president to go out and into some of the libtard states and ask people to move to the West Coast and vote Republican? Give them the money to go get a place to live, get a permanent address in the West Coast somewhere. You know, Republicans from other states maybe, and vote for Reds. That would be cool. That's what the socialists are doing. They're bringing people in. Here, come to our state and vote red, blue.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the first part of the war right there, man. Yeah, we should have everybody on the West Coast that's Republican right now because Gavin's got to go. That one in your state's got to go. Portland, well, that's just like that place is a damn mess. It used to be so beautiful.
Well, we don't want to do what they do. We still got to do
No,
it the right way.
yeah, but we could still get a bunch of Republicans to move to the West Coast.
I know we've lost tens of thousands of Washingtonians.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've lost a lot of people here. I hope that maybe as they hear you know the I know t-shirt flip flops. Next time. Um, I hope that when we start campaigning, people start getting hopeful, and
They are already, man.
we're just gonna pray that God brings people back home. It is
Let's
the
get
only
them
way
back
to
on.
take back your home. It's to
Yep.
have people come back and live in it.
Amen.
Yeah, that's the only way we can do that. So
They're afraid of violence because of all the Antifas and stuff that they're making all this mess downtown in the beautiful cities of Seattle, beautiful cities of Portland, Los Angeles. It's sick, dude.
there is
Yeah.
beauty on everything, and
Yeah.
if the mayor and the governor would do their jobs, it will be so much nicer to visit. There is like when you come to Seattle, you can you can have a nice peaceful 3 blocks, and then all goes to shit. And then you
Uh,
can have a few other nice blocks here and there, and then you have all these drug addicts and the homeless
yeah.
and all this stuff. It's like a bunch of pockets of bad stuff. There
Yeah.
is a homeless encampment by a hospital.
Welcome to Los Angeles.
Well,
I
they're
mean,
they're by
that's
the
the
hospital
thing,
for a
dude.
reason.
Yeah, exactly. Get free medical care.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of nurses are pissed off in hospitals here in Washington because the homeless and the drug addicts, they go to the emergency room, and because they have to wait for hours to be seen, they
Yeah,
pass out
exactly.
on the chairs, and they're dirty and they're stinky
Uh,
and they're
uh,
like literally they shit themselves and pee themselves, and they are
Oh,
in the rooms while everybody else that's really really sick has to sit there and smell
oh.
all that shit. It,
And they're enjoying
it's
the air conditioning.
it's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
That's sickening, dude.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
disgusting.
sickening. Yeah. It's the same here, I think, man. In Chicago, I can't imagine Wisconsin. I don't think any of us could walk down the street there. No freaking way.
It's crazy, man.
It's sick. But, okay, so let's go to something else, man. Just so everybody knows that that's sick. Um, yeah. Do you think that governors in like Chicago, if they would wake up, should bring the National Guard to clean it up like Washington D.C. did? I mean, the statues have done so much work in Washington D.C. It's almost back to beautiful now. You think Chicago could do that if they did? Because I know they're not. It's the same guy from Portland or Washington or something, the same chief. But yeah, I think that the National Guard could clean it up, and they're going to piss off a lot of socialists.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did.
But one of the things that I've noticed here in the states is the houses. The houses are just like building fire pits.
Yeah.
They're all made out of plywood.
Oh man.
They're all made out of firewood.
Mm.
In houses in Honduras, and even in the islands, the houses are made of concrete, bricks.
Yeah.
A lot of the housing that they do here in Washington, it's made of wood. Everything is wood.
It's
Everything.
intentional. It's intentional.
Well, it's cheap and it builds fast.
Yeah, and they burn fast too.
That's right. But they still charge you an arm and a leg for it.
Uh, Sickening.
Yeah, yeah. But that's just the reality that happens here in our government.
Yeah, I'd like to go back one step too, a couple steps when we're talking about um, that the governors and the mayors are not doing their job. Well, they're doing their job, but not for the right reasons. They're doing it for the socialist, democratic, a something public, whatever they're going to call themselves now. That's what they're doing their job right, and they got so much support from the libtards, man. It's like that's what's killing the West Coast, man.
Well, I
Next,
mean, and it's not it's like until we have proof of citizenship,
yeah,
until we have the Save America Act, I will never say that it's citizens.
amen.
Yeah, I think a lot of Americans do support them because I see them on the street.
Oh,
But I think that when you look at people on the street, it's
yeah.
always going to be old people.
Mm,
The old people that they get out of adult homes, and you have all these like purple hairs and you know
yeah.
earrings all over their eyebrows and their lips and their noses, and I don't care about that style, but that's just the way
Yeah.
that they seem to go with, you know.
Yeah, it's like yeah, it's almost like a tattoo. I mean, it's like yeah, this is who I am, and yeah, you can see who I am. Okay, I think we know who you are, but we're not going to judge you. We're going to give you the benefit of the doubt until you open your mouth.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Mhm.
about it. That's how it is, man. All right, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jonathan, for calling. I said 5 minutes. I gave you 30.
Well, nobody's calling, so hell, man, we had to boil them somehow.
Well, I
Got
gotta
to be
make I
boiled
gotta
somehow.
deliver my messages.
Yeah, I got to go
Yeah.
look and make sure nobody's at my yard looking for me.
All right, brother. We'll see you in the next
All
one.
right, my man. Yeah,
All right.
you two have a
Take care.
great big one.
Later.
All right, everybody. See y'all later. Bye.
I gotta be able to read your comments so I can keep informed over here of what you guys are doing. That's funny. I flipped the screen and it says that the live has already finished. Oh man, that's Jonathan, everybody. Jonathan. Yeah, he is a Dennis Herrera supporter. He's an American waiting for some change. He wants uh, he wants America to flourish. He wants America to be great again. When was America great again? I mean, when was America great ever? They say on the left, America was great when the border was secure. We have managed to secure the border. When were Americans great? When actual Americans were voting in the elections. That's when America was great. So now we're fighting for a new, now we're fighting for a new Make America Great commitment, and that is by passing the Save America Act, making sure that only American citizens are voting in our elections. Democrats have any leaders in vision? Well, they call them leaders, but no, they don't have any leaders on the Democratic Party. Man, I want to take a nap, bro. And I know as soon as I get home, uh, I'm going to get on my computer and I'll probably go to sleep until 1 a.m. That's just how it works. 1980s and 90s. Oh, I want to clarify something. There was a veteran, I wish I had the clip to show you, but there was a veteran who was telling a story on a podcast. And he was saying that under Bush, while we were having a conflict in the Middle East, I can't remember what countries they were, we were having a conflict, and the United States of America shut down an Iranian Airbus, I think is what it was. I can't remember the name, but it was an Iranian jet off the air, which there was over a couple of hundred people in it. They shut it down. Now, the way he's telling the story is that we shot down the plane, killing innocent women and children. This is a veteran talking on a podcast. And he said it was under the Bush administration. And I said, wait a minute. I don't know if there's two incidents, but the only incident that I know of was the incident that Don Mitch told me when he was in that ship. What happened was, under Ronald Reagan, we were battling some ships on the sea. I don't know, I can't remember the damn countries. If somebody knows this battle, let me know. But it was during the look this up here real quick. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Let me try to find that story real quick. Let me see. I'll try to find it myself. I'll try to find it myself. Here, let's see. Navy shoots down Iranian Airbus, I think. Let me see if that's what it is. Yep, here we go. Here we go. Watch this. So here is the story. On July 3rd, 1988. Now we're going to read the whole thing for context. The U.S. Navy guided missile cruiser of the USS Vincennes, I don't know if that's how you say it, mistakenly shut down Iran Air Flight 655, a civilian passenger airliner over the Strait of Hormuz. Yeah, that's the one, Rush, babe. All 290 people on board, including 66 children, were killed. The aircraft on an Airbus A300 was on a routine scheduled 28-minute commercial flight from Bandar Abbas, Iran to Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Now here's the context of the incident. The tanker war says, the incident occurred during the final moments of the Iran-Iraq war. The U.S. Navy was actively patrolling the Persian Gulf to protect neutral oil tankers from Iranian attacks. Active command on the morning of the shootdown, the USS Vincennes was actively engaged in a surface battle with Iranian gunboats that had fired on its scouting helicopter. So think about that. That is the context. So the scouting helicopter was or not shut down, was fired upon. On the radar comes these commercial plane, right? What they say is that the Navy gave warnings not to enter the airspace, and it looked like they were uh, climbing down, I guess, sort of in an attack formation. So they shot at it. After investigations, I think what happened is that they actually showed that the plane was actually taken off, and that's what the story is. But this veteran guy, he's on the podcast telling this military story, making it sound like the United States Marines or Navy made a big mistake on purpose, if you know what I mean. Mistake being that it was civilians being killed. But they made it on purpose, meaning that they didn't follow any procedure. Investigation shows that they actually warned the pilot and they didn't get confirmation of anything. And well, when you are in the middle of a battle or a war, you got to defend yourself, and they shut down this plane. Now, they apologize, obviously. There's nothing you can do. And the United States of America gave the families millions of dollars. But the fact that a veteran was sitting on the podcast telling this story, villainizing the American military or Navy, it kind of bugs me. It kind of bugs me that they're putting out there all these fake informations about the battles that they have seen. Now I know the story because Don Mitch, who was a captain Navy, I can't remember what department, but he was a captain or a lead, and he said that they receive a pardon. They gave everybody a medal, or I don't know what it's called, but they gave them a medal for that incident. And you know, I just yeah I just think that we have a lot of people out there at some point served our country, or you know, another Call of Duty veterans is salty. No, I think he was a real veteran, but the story that he was saying, I was like, see, if I wouldn't know about it, I would just be like, okay, that's messed up. But because Don Mitch was actually in the Navy, you see, I pay attention to you guys. Told me the story, right? Now, nothing against Don Mitch. I love my brother Don Mitch. Hey, Bernie, how are you, brother? Shout out to Bernie L, future governor here of California. Now, he told me this story. I believe him, right? I believe him. Oh, I think we lost connection somewhere in there. So I believe the story, but I went and do my research and I found it. And what he told me was true. So even though Don Mitch is a good friend of mine now, um, he told me the story, but I still went and looked it up, and it was true. So if I say something to you, it's because I did some research. You know what I'm saying? Oh, snap. Bernal dropping the big love. Saludo, brother. Brian, Tanya, man, moderators, just drop it in to share some love, says Bernal. Thank you for the 50, brother. I know, man. It's like a dry desert over here with the super chats. All these people in here getting free answers to my questions. Nobody's dropping super chats here. It's all good. I love doing this, man. This is what I do every day. I love doing it. It's the least that I can do since I didn't serve in the military, you know? Now, when I get home, I'm going to go make my protein shake and I'm going to pop some iron, trying to burn some of this fat, transform it into muscle. Hey, listen, I might look fat to you and all that stuff, but let me tell you something. Underneath all of this junk, there is some muscle, a very strong muscle. That was in 1988, Margaret. 1988. If you Google it, just Google it like uh, Navy shut down Iranian airplane. And then just look, it's under the Ronald Reagan era. Yeah, so Don Mitch told me the story, and then it's crazy. And then I went through my feed, and somebody was saying this story. It's like, oh yeah, under Bush, this happened. And I was like, under Bush? Wasn't that under Ronald Reagan? Yeah. Now, the one thing that bugged me is that if he is a veteran, why would he lie? Why would he lie about it? I don't understand. As the Airbus took off from Bandar Abbas, a dual-use civilian military airport. Okay, that right there. I mean, you know what I'm saying? A dual-use civilian military airport. Uh, the ship's Aegis combat system tracked it due to intense stress and data misinterpretation in the combat center. The crew misidentified the climbing airliner as an Iranian F-14 Tomcat fighter jet descending in an attack profile. The USS Vincennes issued 10 warning challenges over both military and civilian radio distress frequencies. The civilian crew did not pick up the warnings, likely because they were monitoring air traffic control frequencies, and the challenges identified the target based on speeds and radar markers the pilots could not see. Believing his ship was under imminent threat, Captain William C. Rogers III authorized the launch of two SM-2MR surface-to-air missiles, which directly struck that plane. Man, I'll tell you, that's sad. That's sad. Big mistake, but I don't blame the Navy for that one. Guys, there is a battle going on. This is a civilian military use airport. They said it was a Tomcat coming down, but it was actually an Airbus going up. It's a very sad day. Iran sued the United States in the International Court of Justice in 1996. The Clinton administration reached a settlement expressing deep regret and agreeing to pay $61.8 million in compensation to the victims' families. I agree. I think that's okay. George Bush pissed off my great uncle so badly he quit the military. Oof. Served in 3 wars, starting with Vietnam. He lived in Okinawa and took pictures of military personnel till he was in his mid-70s. Ah, wow, that's actually kind of an awesome story to have there, Rush Man. Very nice. Bush was a rhino. You know what's funny? I told you guys before, and I don't know if you ever caught me on this one, but I told you I made a mistake. I told you that George Bush was a Democrat back then. Right? No, makes sense. That makes sense. No wonder I thought he was a Democrat. The technological errors made by the Aegis radar operators, unbelievable. That was a huge mistake, man. Huge mistake. But anyways, the whole idea is that the story was being told by this American vet, making the United States of America look bad. Why would you do that? You missed a lot in the last half hour. So that's the thing, guys, that we're going to have so-called veterans who maybe they do remember some stuff and then maybe they don't. But to go out in the podcast, and try to tell the story with a narrative that the United States of America is bad, that is bad. If you're a veteran and you remember a certain battle, whatever it is, if you're going to go on a podcast and tell the story, I suggest you first go do some research. Confirm your memory is good. Guys, I think it's time to go get some coffee. Let's go grab some coffee. Let's go grab some coffee. I think we still have some money for coffee here. Get, all right, there we go. I remember when we didn't have cameras, backing up cameras in the cars. It was all by it was all by calculations. Now I can get right up to the car and not hit it. Okay, I'm gonna lower the temperature on here. Let's go find a coffee place. Oh, you know what though? I'm gonna show you guys as I drive around over here. Let me adjust my little rear view mirror thing here so that you guys can see somewhat where I'm driving. See, you see how much I love you guys? You see the things that I do for you? Ask not what Dennis can do for the show, but what you can do for Dennis' show. Here we go. This is Everett, Washington, on a Monday afternoon. You know, there are some houses with like half fences, but I remember there was a time where you could leave your bike out of the yard and you wouldn't have to worry about anybody stealing it. You know those green, those lime scooters that everybody rides over here in Seattle, and I don't know if they have the same things in other states, but you gotta pay for those things. And I see a lot of teenagers out here riding those things. Tells me that these teenagers have money. Let me drive this way so you can see this. Look at that. Welcome to North Everett. Look at that business. Now there's a lot of old houses over here, but there is something awesome about the old houses here. Trying to quit drinking, wish me luck. I'll have a coffee later. Good luck, Nick. Listen, drinking, it's only bad if it's affecting your life. especially your liver. All right. We have to go to the main road, I think, so that we can find some sort of espresso stand or something like that. Yeah, get a cup of Joe, baby. Join me. Grab a cup of Joe and join me. I gotta find some sort of barista around here. There's gotta be. There's gotta be some baristas around here. Ah, what a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you guys for keeping me company, man. God bless you. God bless your families. Thank you for the supers, guys. I appreciate that. You guys are fantastic. I will tell you in the future, guys, I am going to go ahead and start investing some money. Hey, capitalism. Isn't that something? I'm going to start investing in some merch that I'm going to be selling here very soon. I got to get a permit to sell so I can report the taxes on sales. Some people don't do that. They don't care. They're just making the money. But I need to get a permit to resell. And I'm going to sell some merch to make money, obviously. Oh. I see a barista stand right here. Let's see. Is it open? I don't know. It doesn't have the sign open, as you guys saw there. Let's check it out. Nada. Nothing. Strike one. I might even have to drive all the way to my favorite barista. Oh, there's another barista stand over there. If I would have known it was there, I would have gone there first. All right, here we go. You know what? I don't see lights. Oh, I see somebody. All right, let's go check it out. Let's go see how this lady makes the coffee. Now, let's see if she makes it the right. No, are you closed? Are you open? No! All right, strike two. Guys, man, you believe this? It's Monday, right? It's Monday. Ooh, Oishi teriyaki. I remember that one. Bruh, don't tell me I'm gonna have to buy coffee from Starbucks. Unbelievable. And trying to give these small business owners, you know what I'm saying, a chance to make the money. We might just have to go all the way to Broadway. Oh, by the way, this is Broadway going from North Everett towards downtown Everett, Washington. And hopefully the signal is still strong. Yeah, it looks like the signal should be okay. This is where I should have the members only, huh? Yeah, somebody told me that, and I think it's because of the earphones. I'm afraid that if I take them off, that it will cut off. Let me see if I can turn off the Bluetooth. Hopefully I don't hang up. If I hang up, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, here we go. Can you hear me better now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? All right, can you guys hear me? Let's see. Checking, test sound. One, two, three, test sound. Test sound. No? All right, I can't test sound. I turned it off. All right, fine. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Dark. Hey, Dark, how are you? Good to see you. Oh, I can't drive with the glasses on. Yeah, I was having that very soft sound, but this is just the outer rim of the downtown Everett. This Broadway street takes you into the freeway and access to other back roads. Well, this is for you guys. Chevron Station Coffee, says Mr. Mikey. At this time of day, I don't trust it. I don't know, man. At this time of day, I don't trust it. I'll tell you what, I'm sure it would be cheaper. It would be cheaper. I when I used to buy coffee at Costco, we used to buy the whole beans, and then you will just grind it. After you pay for it, you go and there's a grinder, and then you can go grind your coffee, and then you take that home. But I don't think they do that anymore. I think they got away. They gone away with that. You know what? I wonder about that. Sometimes it looks like that on the coffee. It looks like somebody grinded some cockroach wings. You never know, bruh. Way to pull her over. Yeah, we'll go. We'll take the freeway and we'll go get me some small coffee, not the 20 ounce like I normally get. No white coffee. I'll be up all night. Omar, how are you, little bro? What's going on? I hope you're doing good, brother. I hope you're doing good. MAGA, fight, fight, fight. Oh man, crazy, bro, crazy. What kind of coffee, Nick? What coffee does that? Because I've seen something like that, my friend, on the Folgers coffee that I get. I if the sound is coming from. I can hear the car. Interesting. A sandwich and a cup of coffee. Get it, Jimmy. Get it while it's hot. Oh man, I remember back in the days when the Campbell soup was good. Which coffee grinds the roaches in it? Mukilteo exit to Whidbey Island. Oh man, that's sad to hear. I guess there is a benefit to grinding your own coffee. That's crazy, man. Juan Valdez grows weed now. Oh man, I was thinking about a part-time job. I might have to go grow some weed myself. Pike's Place, yeah, Seattle coffee. Biggest lie that is the best coffee in the world. That's just how they get you to buy their coffee. I don't know, man. I guess the big cockroaches have a big belly. They might have a lot of meat in there. Once it's cooked, I don't know. Might taste good. Who knows? A little bit of salt. A little bit of salt. Well, if they're grinding cockroaches with coffee beans and most coffees, I'm gonna say maybe I'm drinking. I'm gonna tell you, man, for real. Like, I look at this coffee that I bought. Okay, it was a Folgers coffee. It said Colombian coffee on it, right? But I'm I questioned it. I kid you not. I questioned it. I was like, is this coffee? Because it doesn't look. I don't know, man. Now that you say roaches, bro, please don't let it be so. That is disgusting. And if it was meant to be, they should be able to put it on the coffee. They should be able to put it on the words. Salty. Oh man, that's funny, bro. That's funny. Yeah, no, but then now I have to get a grinder, and then you have to maintain and clean it, and all this other stuff. It's more maintenance, man. It's too much maintenance. It comes from China. Don't worry, my friend. I got my enhanced license. Enhanced driver's license, baby. Don't need a passport anymore. That's a nice little flag next to my photo that says, I'm an American citizen. Oh, yeah. All right, let's get this dose of coffee. Howdy. Hi, how are you? Can I get a 16-ounce Americano with 3 pumps of white chocolate or white mocha? Good. Staying busy over here? No? What? Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Well, I hope it goes better for you. How much is that going to be, you know? Yeah. 7 bucks. Ouch. Well, here, I'll give you all the ones that I have. Oh, I didn't say hot? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Because the Americano has more water, right? Yeah. Yeah. Just Americano with 3 shots, and then the with the white mocha. Yeah, that's why I thought it was different. Is it pre-ground coffee, or you guys grind it over here? Oh, you grinded it? Fantastic. There was no roaches on there. I'm on a live, and they say that it's better to grind your coffee because every coffee that's already pre-grinded has been grinded with roaches. Oh my God, the barista just agreed with you guys. Oh my God. I bought this like Folgers coffee, and I was like, does that look like fucking roaches? Like, like grind it. Like, yeah. I was like, this looks like fucking like some sort of roaches, right? The little tiny ones. And I was just like, nah, that can't be it. And I was like, wait, why is the coffee this color? And then there's all these little things in there that are like light brown. You know, roaches are light brown color. We'll just let it sit. Thank you, love. Appreciate it. Oh, do I still get one of these? Do I still get this? Oh man, that's crazy, man. That is crazy. Thanks for the super chat, brother. Mr. Mikey over here paying for some coffee tax. Yeah, so she grind the coffee herself just now, so there's no roaches in there. Hopefully.
No roaches here.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, it was good seeing you.
We'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, take care.
You too. Woo! Man. All right, guys. I want to say thank you for the coffee. I think I earned this one today. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. I cannot believe it. Every time that I make my coffee in the morning, I'm going to think about the roaches. You guys are horrible. Horrible. Anyways, you all be blessed, man. God bless you. God bless your family. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.